All right, everybody, we're back.
Back.
With part 2.
Part 2.
And everyone who knows about part 2s know that part 2s are the best parts.
Best parts.
Like...
Oh, Hot Shots Part 2.
With Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen.
Also, Major League 2. Also with Charlie Sheen.
This video is the Charlie Sheen.
Sadly, there's a lack of Charlie Sheen in this video, but we're going to take the progression we did last time.
Yes.
Our vaunted 1, 4, 3, 2.
4, 3, 2.
Forgot what it was. 1, 4, 3, 2
2.
in 4, 4 time in the key of C.
Key of C.
And now we're going to talk a little bit about writing a riff. Maybe not even a riff, just a melodic...
Just trying to come up with some sort of melodic line. Whether it's a riff or a melody or harmony. Just starting to create the melodic process on top of the chords.
That's right.
Do you want to remind everybody of the chord progression?
Yeah. So, yeah, we've got 1, 2...
Ready. Got the 1. To the 4. To the 3. To the 2. Back to the 1. Now you got Sean with this fancy extended chord.
That's right. And we got that backing track if you want to do this yourself, too.
Yes.
Because it's kind of just how we did it.
Absolutely.
So now we each decided to do a line over it, and we're going to talk about 2 different ways of kind of approaching
it. Yep.
Okay. Do you want to go first?
Sure. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Great. So the way I approach it is I figure, well, what's the first chord we have? We have C. So I found our C major scale, and I use this shape here associated with what people think is the A minor scale, but it's the C major scale. 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 4, 5, 7, 5, 6, 8, 5, 7, 8. I also am aware that this here, right here, if I do this, that's a C chord, right? So I kind of started using the piece of the chord for the C chord, I kind of just played along until I found this. And then that's all I needed right there. I heard that.
There we go.
And then my brain heard like this bo-dum-da-da-da. So I had to figure it out. I knew it was in the scale. Like when you have melodies and you're working within a chord progression that's in the key, usually the melody that you hum is within the scale that you're working with.
So this goes over like an F chord, right?
Oh yes, what comes in next comes after an F chord.
So were you thinking of an F chord when you were doing this? Or were you still in the C major scale?
Well, what happened was I heard the bo-dum-da-da-da that comes next. And I was like, well, it's got to be in some sort of F chord-age. So here is my F chord, and then my melody here. You can use a lot of pieces of the F chord, but I heard it naturally. It's just the way it worked. So far I have, oh yeah.
Do you want to do the whole thing over?
Oh yeah, let's
do
do
the
the
whole
whole
thing.
first.
All right, so
1, 2, ready, go. That's it. So we have the first part of the thank you. C part, and then that F climb, and then I really just heard the rest because we were jamming on. You heard me keep going. Hold on, it's over there. Then I heard this. This is all in the C major scale. It's all gonna work. And then for the last chord, the D minor. And so the first 2 parts are calculated in terms of I knew what was going on. The second part was more of I heard it in my head. So we want to do it one more time. This is complete.
Yeah, sure.
1, 2, ready, and. There it is. So that was how I came up with mine.
So you weren't really thinking of necessarily the chords behind it.
No.
You're just like, this is our key.
Yeah.
These are voicings that you know.
Well, the first chord, like I was like seeing, and it kind of gave it to me, and then my brain, because I mean, I don't mean to sound offensive. Sean and I, we've been recording and writing music a while, so like we're in the process. We each all, like have our own process of how like we kind of go through melodies. So I kind of got my footing on the C major, and then my natural intuition just to hum to myself and start finding melodies started kicking in.
Beautiful.
There it is.
All right.
All right.
Now for the good part.
Your part.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Awesome, Sean. Cool. So what happened there?
So basically, I'll show you exactly what I was thinking. We started off with C chord. I don't like 1 chords.
Nope,
you know that. You know, you saw how distraught I was when he picked the 1 chord out of the hat to start the song off with.
That was a great moment in YouTube history.
It was a great moment in YouTube history. And if you looked at the chord voicing that I was doing, I was starting with the C major 7, then I go to F major 7, and an E, and then this D minor 9.
Oh, 9. I see it there. Sorry.
Right, so a D minor with a 7 and a 9.
Yep.
Now, I like that chord. I like that chord in the context of this. So I was thinking about this chord even when I'm starting this riff thing over when he's playing a C.
It's going to work because they're in the same key.
They're all the same notes.
Yep.
So basically what I started doing, I took this chord voicing and I hit the root note. And I I hit the 1, the flat 7,
Yep.
the 1, and then the 9.
Good. Good. Of the D minor 9 chord, by the way. Okay, there
That's
you go.
right. Yeah. So I'm thinking of D's notes, which are still the notes of the key.
He said D's notes.
Thinking of D's
Oh,
notes
it's our new
right
shirt.
here. D's notes.
Ian and Sean, D's notes.
D's notes.
Come on. That's gonna be great.
So, all right, one thing at a time here.
Okay, sorry.
These notes.
New business venture.
So basically, I'm kind of going back and forth. I'm climbing.
Yep.
And how did I get this? I wasn't thinking of these notes anymore. You know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of the A minor scale.
Because
So this is.
which is the similar scale. It's the same scale I chose as C major,
That's
but you
right.
hate the 1, so you change it to a 6 in your mind. I get it. Okay.
But also too, we all think of minor pentatonic.
Right,
Too,
yes,
you know what I
yes,
mean?
yes.
So I'm so comfortable. I can't unsee the minor pentatonic scale in my mind when I'm writing anything.
I totally understand
You
that.
know what I mean? So even though I'm in this spot, this isn't really D's spot.
No,
This is really A minor spot
Yes, it
in
is.
my head.
Yeah, of course.
So when I'm gonna climb, I'm climbing through the B string,
Up the scale.
right?
Right
And
this
then after that,
What was that?
and then this right here. If you watch my video on connecting pentatonic boxes, which I
is a
will
great
link you
video.
to below, I think that's the best video I've ever done.
It's a great video.
That's like that is so helpful to me in my own playing as far as like taking little pieces of like pentatonics. So all I did was another great move that I like to do, that a lot of players do, is slide in to the root note of
The minor
that minor.
pentatonic.
Right, there's the root, and then it's minor third
Yeah.
right there,
There it is.
and then into the next spot
Nice.
right here. So I'm just taking 2 dyads,
Great.
you could call them.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? And then the second, so the whole thing would be like. Right?
Nice. Yeah, beautiful.
And then the second time around, I kind of hit it again. Oh, there we go. Because now we're on the D chord.
Yeah.
So instead of ending right here,
Yeah.
I'm going to end
On the D.
on the D chord, note, chord tone.
Yeah.
And then back into,
Fantastic.
and then kind of same dyad thing, but resolution. What note is this? You already know what it is. It's the C, right?
Absolutely.
So all together.
Fantastic.
Let's do it one more time all together,
On-
so maybe you can hear it. So you
You're-
play the chords.
1,
Yeah.
2, ready, go. Nice. Now, one quick thing before we go.
Sure.
We started just this on acoustics because we have the acoustics, but don't think for a second. We are really going to make this song from beginning to end, and we might choose to do an electric. This might become a piano part. My part might become bass line. You know, like part of music and writing a song is being very open to all of your ideas and putting them in the right places and using the right instruments. So even though we're on acoustics, we have no idea.
It's
where
just,
this is
it's just a
going.
writing tool.
Yeah, that's
Any instrument is just a writing tool.
Yes.
What the finished product might sound totally different. It might sound exactly like this, depending on how much time we have to
We
do
take
this.
this giant arc of like all weird
Yeah,
instruments
and we're
come
back.
right back to acoustics. You
I'm
never
like,
know.
I'm like hitting like a cup with a stick. Like for that.
I've got some sort of Japanese electronic thing going, and then we come back.
Yeah.
But that's the point. Is it might come back to the organic state, but you never know. You got to try it out.
So there you go. So make your own progressions out. Think of chord tones. Think of scales. However you want to organize this stuff in your mind.
Yeah.
But just kind of get a process down. Jam over the jam track.
There you go.
And let us know what you do.
Enjoy.